So you're thinking about moving to San Diego, California. In this video, I'm gonna hop into my computer and show you around everything I can think of in Carlsbad, which is a northern suburb of San Diego. So you can get a good idea of what the neighborhood has to offer, what's close by, and how close it is to other areas of San Diego. We'll take a look at what Carlsbad has to offer when it comes to shops, restaurants, and recreation, along with showing you what type of homes are available so you can see if it's a good fit for you. And if you watch through to the end, I'll share a little secret about the neighborhood. You definitely don't want to miss this. Let's get started. If this is your first time on my channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in San Diego, California, then subscribe below and tap on the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know when I put up a new video about San Diego, California. My name is Cece Summerfield and I absolutely love being your San Diego real estate guide. I get calls every day from people just like you, so whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out. All of my contact information is in the description box for this video, and I would be happy to help you make a smooth move to San Diego, California. All right, so today we're gonna jump into the map and check out Carlsbad. Carlsbad is one of the most desirable coastal areas in San Diego. You can see it has a long stretch of beach along this border here, and it's divided into 4 quadrants. Here you've got the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. Each of these quadrants has its own special community kind of feature. This is a pretty large area of San Diego as far as Carlsbad goes. And the actual downtown area is actually right up here in Carlsbad Village. So we're going to start there with that little part of Carlsbad, which sits right on the north side of the coast here, northwest side of the coast, near Tamarack Beach. And as we zoom in, a couple of points of interest I'd like to point out are the Village Faire. This is a great place to stop in for a restaurant, coffee, or just to check out some of the local boutiques. It's kind of like a small mall that really, it takes up this whole kind of square block right here. And it's pretty central to the downtown area of Carlsbad or Carlsbad Village. You also have Carlsbad Village Farmers Market, which happens on State Street, and that's on Wednesday nights. There's so many cities, within San Diego that have farmers markets. I've not been to this one, but I'm sure it's good if it's happening on a weekly basis. It's probably one of the better ones in North County. You also have the New Village Arts Center. This is a theater where there's theatrical arts happening, obviously. And again, this is another thing I love about San Diego is every particular city within San Diego or neighborhood within San Diego has its own, some genre of arts that are celebrated within the community. So that's fun to see that they have performing arts up there. You've got a really good, well-known restaurant over here, Campfire, which does wood-fired cooking. You also obviously have a lot of beach here. You can actually just take Carlsbad Boulevard and just, bike along Carlsbad Boulevard right here, head down to the beach, or even just walk from the downtown area of Carlsbad down to the beach. Carlsbad State Beach runs all the way down from the north to the south, and lots of great stops along the way where you can set up and beach it for the day, or if you're into surfing, plenty of surf spots along there. You can check them on your drive down Carlsbad Boulevard to see which place you want to stop. Carlsbad Village is also very close to the main train station, the Coaster station. So that's what our train is called through San Diego. And the Coaster runs all the way up to the border to the Oceanside Transit Station, which Oceanside is bordering Orange County up there. And then all the way down to the Old Town Center Station in the city of San Diego. Great way for people to commute if they're doing the daily commute down to downtown San Diego or need to head up north towards Orange County. That might be a good possibility too. Or if you're just looking to take a day trip and want to come up to North County but don't want to deal with the traffic, this would be the way to go. So let's move on to the next little area I want to talk about. Over in the southeast, kind of southeast southwest. It sits down in here. If I scroll down a bit, down by Bataguillos Lagoon, we've got the La Costa neighborhood. You can see that it has a couple big subdivisions. You've got La Costa Oaks North, La Costa Oaks South. You have also La Costa Greens, which is up here a little bit further north than the La Costa Oaks North. These are planned unit developments, so nice gated neighborhoods in this area of La Costa. And then you've also got the Omni La Costa Resort and Spa, which is world renowned. They have tennis, they have a resort, obviously a spa, golf, and also spa. They have wellness activities as well. Beautiful resort, lots of green area, obviously the golf course as well. Really nice place to be. And it's actually known also for like staycations there because it's just so nice. So also in La Costa, more on the west side, you have a small area of, I guess it would be called the Rancho Ponderosa area. You have a smaller area of older homes that were built prior to these newer homes back in these planned gated unit developments that are also really nice, nice large lots, not as many sidewalks, I would say, but very green and very quiet and just a nice suburban type of neighborhood. Along with that, you have La Costa Canyon High School, which is very highly rated for high schools. I have to say, I have to make one comment on Carlsbad in general. It seems like all of their schools are very well rated. So we'll be going through some of the other neighborhoods and I can show you some of the elementary and middle schools as well. But I don't think you can go wrong with any Carlsbad's schools. They actually have their own school district, the Carlsbad Unified School District. So just within these borders, they're running their own actual school district. So that's pretty exciting too. So moving on to Aviara neighborhood. The Aviara neighborhood, you're going to find it's a more affluent neighborhood. It features scenic views, upscale living, and it has close proximity to nature with bordering here the Bataquitos Lagoon. And it actually has its own golf club, which looks pretty stunning. A couple other things to talk about with the Aviara neighborhood. The schools, you have both the Aviara Oaks Elementary School and Aviara Oaks Middle School, which are, again, more highly rated schools in Carlsbad, so no worries there. Carlsbad is really well known for its family-friendly neighborhoods. Obviously, they put a lot of focus on the kids, the schools, and also recreation that encourages people to be outside. And also one of the fun things too, which we'll get to in a minute, is Legoland. We'll talk about that in just a sec. Next up on my neighborhoods to look at, we're moving up to the northeast side with Calavera Hills. Calavera Hills is a obviously more eastern side of Carlsbad. It's known to be more affordable as far as housing goes. And it has, as you can see, a lot of area where you can hike and bike and trails and all sorts of stuff, and Calavera Lake. So this isn't really more of a reservoir, but definitely opportunities for hiking, biking, enjoying the lake. You got Calavera Park and Calavera Hills Village, which I'm sure has all the amenities you'd be looking for. And realistically, it's not all that far from Carlsbad Village. I mean, it's just, run back up this way and back to Carlsbad Village Drive, and you're right back there in Carlsbad Village. So one thing I really like about Carlsbad is that each of these little quadrants of Carlsbad has its own neighborhood feel, has its own amenities, everything's there for you. So you don't have to go outside your bubble if you really don't want to. Moving on down to Bressi Ranch. What's most impressive about Bressi Ranch is that it is a newer master plan community with a focus on convenience and modern living. So everything that you need is within, again, its own little neighborhood. The houses are beautiful. The streets are super clean. And that goes for, to be honest, most of Carlsbad. It's very clean up there. They take a really good care of their streets and their neighborhoods. Bressi Ranch was built in around 2004. So they are pretty new homes, considerably compared to other neighborhoods. They have some really impressive community areas. You've got a Trader Joe's right there. So the Bressi Ranch Village Center is going to have all of your shopping needs and day-to-day stuff. You've got the Sky Zone trampoline park right outside of the actual community itself. Beautiful pool, amenities, barbecue area, green area, dog park. I mean, everything you could ask for is really right in this Bressi Ranch area. One cool thing I really want to point out about Bressi Ranch is that its proximity to not only the trampoline park right there, but also to Palomar Airport. This is a regional airport that flies different places, a couple different states, Nevada, New Mexico, other regional airports in California, and also, I'm forgetting one, Arizona. So super convenient right there. And then also proximity back to the village, but also on the east side, Legoland, California. You got the golf course, the crossings at Carlsbad, which we'll talk about in a second, and Carlsbad Premium Outlets. Easy distance right there from Bressi Ranch. And lastly, the last neighborhood I wanted to bring up before we move into some of the other points of interest is Poinsettia, or Poinsettia, depending on where you're from and how you pronounce it. This one is I would say a southwest neighborhood, really, right here. Close proximity, obviously, to the beach area here. You've got North Ponto Beach right out here. Also has a great elementary school, Pacific Rim Elementary. So again, no way you can go wrong with any of the schools in Carlsbad. And I believe if they're anything like the San Diego School District, you can choice into one or another. If for some reason you want to drive your kids to, Aviara or something like that versus Pacific Rim, I do believe that it's a choice that you can choice between those schools, even if you live in this area and want to have your kids in Aviara. This one's also very convenient to the 5, as you can, with its western location, more convenience to the main freeway that runs north and south. It features, some of the older homes and also a park here, Poinsettia Park, but also a great choice for Carlsbad. Any of these neighborhoods are really nice, depending on what you're looking for and depending also on what your budget is. I think there's something for everybody. So let's move on to some of the points of interest for Carlsbad. And I would say the biggest points of interest kind of are right around here. You've got one of the main golf courses, the crossings at Carlsbad, very well known, Legoland, California. And within Legoland, California, you've got several sub pieces of Legoland, which include the water park, and you've got Miniland USA and Lego Ninjago, the ride. Anyways, the whole of Legoland has over 60 attractions, rides, so fun stuff right there locally for you. And so if you have kids, this is a no-brainer. You can get the discount tickets because you're local and head over there multiple times a week if you want to. Some of the other attractions to Carlsbad are the Carlsbad Premium Outlets. If you're looking for those premium brands, there is a ton of stores in this shopping center, and it's a great place to just go take a walk, do some window shopping, or really get in there and find some good deals. You've also got the flower fields. The flower fields are seasonal, but man, when they come out, they're just so gorgeous. So there's lots of selfie opportunities and picture opportunities, and it's just a fun place to go visit when the flowers are in bloom. And then finally, we talked a little bit about the Bataguitos Lagoon, but there's trails all the way around the lagoon, and it's just a nice, if you're looking for a nature hike and to get away from the city, this is definitely a great spot to just go get out in nature, do some bird watching, take some nice fresh, deep breaths of fresh air. And my favorite, of course, is Carlsbad State Beach. I love the beach. That's one of the big draws for me to San Diego, is just the extensive coastline that San Diego has and all the different unique beaches that San Diego has. This one in particular is just a long stretch of sand. So if you really wanted to walk the beach all the way, you could do it. Also love the surf. I mean, that's always fun too. Beautiful beaches, clean beaches. Love Carlsbad for that. As far as commuting goes with Carlsbad, as you can see, the 5 runs right through Carlsbad. So commuting, you're going to have the 5 running north and south and 78 running east out into Vista, and also San Marcos a little bit southerly. If you don't want to deal with the traffic, I would highly suggest checking out the coaster if you're going north or south. Again, it goes up to the Oceanside Transit Station, right up in here. If you're going south down in San Diego, it stops down, the last stop I believe is at, actually the last stop is downtown at the Santa Fe station. My apologies for getting that wrong the first time, which I said that Old Town Station. I do believe that it stops at the Santa Fe station as well. On to recreational activities. I know we've talked about some of these already, but just to make sure I brought them all up, you've got a ton of golf courses. You got the crossings at Carlsbad, which I pointed out, the Omni Costa. You have Aviara golf course, Rancho Carlsbad, and also Twin Oaks. There's also a really fun golf course that I've been to right on the border between Encinitas and Carlsbad, which is the Encinitas Ranch golf course. That's one of the ones I play with my sister, and I really think it's a beautiful course. For hiking and biking, you've got Calavera Hills. As I said, there's a bunch of like hiking trails up here and around the lake as well. And there's bike trails as well up there at Calavera Hills. Aviara also has some great hiking and biking trails, and just walking or biking along the beach is also a really nice, relaxing. There's a seawall all the way down. You can walk along, or there is the bike path next to Carlsbad Boulevard that is a great, nice little jaunt down all the length of Carlsbad. Well, that's all I've got for today's video. Thanks for sticking around to the end. And since you did, here is my fun little trip tip for when you visit Carlsbad. Calavera Lake isn't just any lake. It's actually the site of a volcano called Mount Calavera. It's inactive, but there's a cave you can check out and a man-made labyrinth as well. I'd say next time you're there, take a little day trip up to Calavera Lake and be sure to check out the remaining pieces of the volcano and in that cave. Don't forget the labyrinth. That sounds fun as well. So there seems to be endless things you can do in Carlsbad. So if you're looking for a friendly coastal neighborhood with plenty of outdoor activities, Carlsbad sounds like it would be a great fit. I hope this video was helpful. And of course, if you have any questions or are considering a move to San Diego, feel free to reach out, give me a call, send me a text, or shoot me an email. All the information is in the description box for this video. And I hope to just have a conversation with you and talk over your situation to see if it's the right time and the right fit for you. Until next time, when I can take you on another tour of a great neighborhood in San Diego.